Want to welcome you to a brand new Screen Team on KWOC. We've got an awesome show for you today. Going to be joined by several of our reviewers this evening. We'll have Matt Whitworth coming up, also Jamie Hickson. We'll be doing some reviews, but first up, we've got the lovely and beautiful Sabrina J. Sabrina, how are you?
Thanks so much.
I have you on this particular show, or this particular segment, because you're so beautiful.
Aww.
And this,
what do you want?
This next movie is a movie that's not so beautiful. It's a movie called Green Room. It basically has to do with a punk rock band. They're touring all across the country. Not very popular. Well, I guess they're a little bit popular.
They're not Green Day, let's put it that way.
They're definitely not Green Day, but they're trying to make a name for themselves. They're going all across the country. They get booked at this one show, and the promoter kind of, I don't want to say screws them over, but doesn't promise everything that he was
They
initially
basically made $6 a piece.
on the initial show. So he's like, you know what, I'm gonna make it up to you guys. I've got a cousin, he's got this show for you. It'd be perfect for you guys. You guys should do it $350 or something like that for you guys.
Makes them a nice promise.
They're like, okay, we'll do it. What they didn't know was they're doing this show for a bunch of Nazis, correct?
They're commonly known as skinheads.
Right.
Yes.
Right. So they're a punk band going.
They're not actual Nazis.
What?
Yeah. Anyway,
I don't know where to go with that.
a white
man.
supremacist group in the punk rock venue that is owned by, they do more than just put on punk shows. They promote white supremacy and are drug dealers, and I don't know, they just got all kinds of stuff going on in this place.
They're bad dudes.
And all this band wants to do is go in and rock out.
And make a few bucks and go on and
not have to siphon gas all the way across the country. Like
exactly. So they do the show, they get their money, they're getting ready to leave, and they witness a murder in the white supremacy club, right?
Right. It's in what they call the green room, which is where your artists or entertainment wait out their time until they take the stage.
So it's not just a clever name.
No, it's actually what the room is called, the green room.
So after that, I don't want to give the rest of the plot away, but you've got a bunch of guys who are unhappy that this punk rock band found out that there was some bad doings going on, so they want to wipe out the punk band. Punk band wants to live. There's your basic plot right there.
But they've got to escape. They've found themselves in the green room with only one way out.
That's through the front door. So I don't think you knew anything about the plot of this film. Were you surprised by the overall tone and subject matter?
All I knew was that from the trailers that I had caught occasionally, because it wasn't a heavily promoted movie as far as I can tell, but the few times I did see it, you saw machetes and lights on and lights off, and you really didn't, you knew it was like a bunch of kids, young people, just didn't really know what the story was, why they were ended up being hunted down in this building, but that's all you got out of it. And it's clever to some degrees. There are some pretty blatant gory sections that
for sure.
And it's I want to say it's kind of like The Strangers, that movie that you hate.
Well, it's because it's scary. It's very realistic.
It's very realistic. In fact, when someone is stabbed, it's not this big, dramatic, screaming, flailing about situation. The knife goes in, the knife comes out. And that is what is so scary about it, is that it comes across so easily and so both easily wielded and easily taken, to the point where you're like, wait, what just happened? And there's only a couple of places like that. It's not like the whole movie is gory.
That's true, but each time it happens, it hits you.
I mean, Chris was literally laying on the couch, and when this one guy gets gutted, he's just like, oh, and he covered his eyes, and he couldn't
that was
look.
Pretty bad, man.
And I thought he was like totally traumatized for the rest of the night.
You did? Really?
I did. I thought you were out for a count.
So what were your thoughts? Did you like the movie? Because I know you like horror, you like suspense, and this one brought a little bit of that to it, but in a different way.
I like to be scared by the realistic stuff.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I think that's the scariest stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's the when there's ghosts and monsters and all this supernatural stuff, I'm not a firm believer in the reality of that kind of thing. I think then there's there's the murderers and the psychological horror where you're like, this is totally doable. There's people living next door to me maybe that are just like that, and you just don't know it. That kind of stuff is freaky. Then there's the virus stuff, and then there's
that stuff scares me.
Contagious stuff, and then there's
but this one right here, did you like this movie?
It falls in that middle ground, that middle section of the reality is there are punk bands out there. There are white supremacist groups. There are crazy people running these places that you don't know the extent of what their involvement is in and what their extracurricular activities truly are and how capable somebody might be of just taking a knife and stabbing you with it.
All very true. Did you like this film?
Yeah,
I'm waiting for it, man.
I liked it. I don't love it.
Yeah.
I probably don't ever want to watch it again.
Yeah, I'm with you on it. I thought it was good. I thought it could have been better. I thought it could have been more suspenseful and more. I thought it could have taken it to
we needed more darkness.
To the next level.
Like literally lights out darkness.
You know who was good in this film? Not a lot of star power in this film, but the one star they did have in it, Patrick Stewart, I thought was really good.
Yeah, he was creepy.
He was like the leader of the white supremacy group, and he was
still Captain Picard to me to a degree. I guess he just always will be, but he drops the F-bomb in it, and you're like, what just happened?
Yeah, and I think, obviously, from our review, you probably understand that this is probably a rated R film. You've got language, you've got gore, you've got blood, you've got all of that kind of stuff. So, Green Room, rated R film, definitely kind of a select audience out there.
Sad thing about the lead actor.
I can't pronounce his name. He has a Russian name. It's Anton Yelich or something like that. He was most famous for doing Chekhov in the Star Wars films. I'm sorry, Star Trek films. Star Wars is always on my mind.
The young versions, not the old version.
Correct. The reboot series. And he's in this particular film. He's one of the punk band members. He passed away a few months ago, I believe, with a car accident or something like that. So kind of some sad. He was a very, very talented actor.
Yeah, he's very, very entertaining to watch and very believable in this character. And it's sad to think that I won't see him in anything else. Wait, no, he does have something else that hasn't even been released yet.
Well, he's got the new Star Trek movie.
Yeah, but anyway. Little info there.
So there you go. The movie's called Green Room, and you can find it on DVD.
What's next?
What's next? I got Matt Whitworth in. We're going to be doing a Steven Spielberg film called Bridge of Spies. That's coming your way next on KWOC.